Okay, Chapter 2, Section 2, and this is Part 1 of the video series for Chapter 2, Section 2. In this video, I'll teach you how to calculate the slope of a line given 2 points and to tell which line is steeper by examining which line between two lines is steeper by examining their slope. Okay, so calculate slope. First thing you need is a formula, and this is a formula you're going to have to memorize for the first test. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, I'll put a box around it because that's the formula we're going to use. Let's say we have a line that goes through 2 points. Let's go like -4, 5, and let's say 11, -12. Okay, these are 2 points in the coordinate plane, and we're trying to find the slope of the line that goes through those 2 points. The way you do this is you can set either the first point or the second point x1, y1. I'm going to set this first one x1, y1, and the second point x2, y2. And we're going to follow the formula to calculate the slope. So I got m equals y2 is -12, so I put that on top, minus y1, which is 5. Okay, put my fraction bar. x2, which is 11, minus x1, which is -4. And be really careful about those negatives. I like to put them in parentheses because when I do that, I can see that these two negatives right next to each other make a positive. So I have -12 minus 5, that's equal to -17. And 11 plus 4, well, that's equal to 7. Okay, -17 over 7 is an acceptable answer. Don't try to change it to a mixed number. It makes your life just a little bit harder, so we'll just leave it as -17 over 7. Okay, and this represents a line that is falling because of a negative sign. All right, example, which line is steeper? Let's say I give you slopes of 2 lines. Let's say slope of line 1, the subscript 1 means the slope from line 1, so we just have 2 lines in space. Say line 1, line 2. Okay, and slope of line 1, let's say I tell you it is, I don't know, -1/4. Okay, and let's say I give you the slope of the second line. Let's say this is 1/3, positive 1/3. Want to know which line is steeper? The way you do this is by examining the absolute value of both the slopes. So the absolute value of m1 is equal to the absolute value of -1/4. The absolute value of -1/4 is positive 1/4. Absolute values are always positive. Okay, it represents distance along the number line, and distance is always positive. And then we have m2, absolute value, is equal to absolute value of 1/3, and the absolute value of 1/3 is 1/3. And then what you do is you compare the two fractions, or the two numbers, 1/4 and 1/3. I want to put a symbol, either less than, greater than, equal to, in the middle of both these fractions. Which fraction is bigger? 1/3 is bigger than 1/4. Okay, so that line goes there. 1/3 came from which line? Well, it came from line 2. Line 2 is steeper. Okay, there you go.